afternoon. This is VMT News, and I'm Destiny Guzman reporting the news. Our first story starts off as a blame game for the city of Laredo. A boy on notice and a former 20-year employee that's being blamed for something that wasn't his fault. Tony Moreno sits in the middle of the blame game, who was fired after the city's water plant claimed he failed to maintain appropriate chlorine levels and even went as far as to say he put the community and its health in jeopardy. But Moreno and his attorney say otherwise. They claim they have the wrong person and that the levels dropped at a division that Moreno does not oversee. Second story, a Texas man who plotted to blow up the Amazon data center in Virginia was sentenced on Friday to 10 years in prison. Says Aaron Penley of Wichita Falls plotted to obtain a bomb from an undercover investigator in Fort Worth, but the device he provided was inert. The Texas Supreme Court denied a request Monday from Planned Parenthood to resume its lawsuit, filed in a state district court that challenges the state's new total abortion ban. Planned Parenthood asked all the Republican court last week to overturn the Texas multi-district litigation panel's decision to indefinitely pause its suit alongside 13 other lawsuits filed in Travis County District Court. The panel of 5 judges stopped the cases from continuing at the request of the Texas Right to Life, a prominent anti-abortion organization that helped draft Texas abortion restrictions. The suit filed by Planned Parenthood asked the court to declare the abortion law, which bans the procedure as early as 6 weeks into pregnancy, unconstitutionally. A hearing was scheduled for this month, the organization said, but before the panel of judges paused proceedings. In this case, the court temporarily blocked Texas' right to life from being able to sue Planned Parenthood for potential violations of the abortion law. The Texas Supreme Court's decision to allow the state to remain in effect is extremely disappointing and will likely deprive Planned Parenthood of its day in court once again. Helen Krasnoff, Planned Parenthood's Vice President for Public Policy, Litigation, and Law, said in a statement. Our fourth story comes with a catch to a good cause. A Maine fishing crew made an accidental catch of a lifetime while out fishing for lobster bait and donated it to Belfast Soup Kitchen to feed people in need. The 600-pound tuna had a market value of $10,000, which by law they weren't supposed to keep but were allowed to give the fish to the Belfast Soup Kitchen. As we close out Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, a local school rallied behind 2 of its own students who are battling cancer. On Thursday, September 30th, at Milton Elementary, they celebrated the life of 2 students who are currently fighting the tough fight. Students and staff showed their support as they greeted them with balloons, signs, and banners were posted since 8:30 that morning. Several different agencies and nonprofits also were on hand to show their support for these brave young souls. We'll be right back with more stories.
Resuming moments like these starts with protecting our kids against COVID-19 and dangerous new variants.
It's weird. It's cold in here.
Get the latest facts by visiting getvaccineanswers.org and speaking to your pediatrician or healthcare provider.
Today's forecast is 96 degrees Fahrenheit with 0% chances of rain and winds of 11 miles per hour. In the next 3 days, the weather will be a little hotter and it will be 96 degrees on Friday, 97 degrees on Saturday, and 102 degrees on Sunday. We will experience winds from 9 to 16 miles per hour. Be ready for the weekend.
Hi everyone, Al Roker here. As a guy with his own catchphrase, I appreciate that Smokey's only said,
Only you can prevent wildfires.
but I'm feeling it because there's a lot more to report. Like when there are parched or windy conditions out there, you gotta be extra careful with things like burning yard waste. After all, wildfires can start anywhere, even in your neck of the woods. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
After LBJ dropped the opening scene Saturday against Nixon, head coach Selena Garcia huddled the Lady Wolves up and reminded them that they must protect their home court at all costs. That pep talk worked as LBJ claimed that their three consecutive sets to beat Nixon 3-1 in a key district 30-6 matchup. Alexandria United, which are the top two teams in 30-6A, remained undefeated in district action. The battle for the other potential two playoff spots have four viable teams, as LBJ is one of them. Our last story for this evening is Leah Remini and Ellen DeGeneres clearly have no problem telling each other how they really feel, as friends do. The 51-year-old King of Queens alum visited the Ellen DeGeneres show on Tuesday, October 5, where Leah got into the Halloween spirit by quipping to the host that it's normal for a parent to scare the blank out of their kids. Leah and husband Angelo Pageant's 17-year-old daughter, Sophia, which is currently a high school senior. During the somewhat lengthy story, Leah showed a picture of a mask that she and Angelo had picked out in an attempt to frighten Sophia. Although it appeared the teen is tough to scare, Leah went on to recall a time when she had her assistant hide in the Stars dance instructor's car. Thank you for joining us on this sunny day. Have a good afternoon. We hope you are here with us next time at VMT News.